I totally agree. That song is great. That's Torture Me by Red Hot Chili Peppers. Stadium Arcadium. Welcome back. I really like that song. Bass especially, it's pretty cool, and like Joker say, the horns too. Also the back vocals. There's something pretty cool about that song that at the end of the song you have three voices. I think it probably Flea's doing one of them too, apart from Frusciante. Because there's three different voices and sounds pretty cool at the end. Alright, just adjusting some stuff on the layout. And let's go. For another practice run. Come on, give me a leg target. Almost. So there's actually no way to speed up the first cutscene. It's completely fixed as far as we know. We even have the timer variable in the memory. And it's a number of frames that you just need to wait. So you could just, if you want, you could just leave your controller down during that cutscene. Which is what Swiken used to do back in the day, actually. I think pretty much all his runs have that signature thing where you always see the exact same movement from zombies and Alex being hit. And Alex always ending up on the same spot at the end. I like to go for some just messing around style. Since there's nothing to do, I just try to get some glitches that are useless. So what I try to do is I kill zombies, and then you can try to finish them while you are targeting another zombie. And then sometimes trigger some funny stuff. One of those things is a back walk from Alex, sometimes going pretty far back. And the other thing is the leg target, which kinda makes Alex target the legs, which is not something we can normally do. We kinda cut them, sadly. So it's just the visual effect of the legs being highlighted. But it's pretty cool because developers actually told us that that was an idea at some point in development. That they wanted the player to be able to target the legs. And like cut the legs, and then you will have like crawling enemies. But it was too complicated, so they cut it off. Not the legs, but the content. So it's funny that there's actually a way to do it. Maybe a leftover or something. Oh, that was interesting. I haven't seen that variation where the camera changes. That even looks optimal, maybe. Maybe it's faster. But I don't know how he did it. No idea. You call that sweep the leg. Nice.
I cannot say what was the true beginning, nor am I.
All right, Elia. Elia doesn't want to be a dancer anymore. She wants some adventures. And she'll find them. Some ancient adventures. Exactly what she wants. 1, 2. And some cutscene merches. I really wish we would have at least one more female character in this game. Alright, sneaking until the middle. On the pillar to the middle, that's my strat. And then you recover all your stamina here during this cutscene because you're animated, and when you're animated you can recover stamina in cutscenes. 5. Okay, that's slow. Hopefully I only want to trigger one attack there. And invisible Elia. But just for a couple seconds. Because then after the cutscene, Elia's back. Oh jeez. Getting ready for my cast. Tweet out if you wanted to if after you stream. Okay. Have had good luck with that too. I should have sneak there. Okay, some extra sneak there then. There you go. Talking about esports, now this is the ASL season 10. ASL is the Africa Star League, StarCraft 1. It's been going on for like a month, I guess. We're just gonna start the round of 16. And I'm having so much fun watching that. Broadway is one of my favorite games to watch. And to play too, but I'm not that great at the game. But it's just so insane how Koreans play the game. It's so crazy. And Flash, the best player of all time, he's playing random, which is absolutely hilarious. He's decided to play random because he was too good for this universe. So he decided I'm gonna play random, so to just spice up the StarCraft scene a little bit, because there has never been a random player ever on at like top level. Or at least not on an era that is like a difficult era, let's call it. Because there was supposedly one on like 2001, but that's arguably not a very difficult era for the game. And it was a very short period, random player.
Fool.
But yeah, I've been watching a lot of StarCraft lately. A lot of Artosi stream too. I love that Artosi is streaming so much. It's cool to have some World War English speakers. Don't pause there. Got some max.
From my research, it is apparent that the endeavor...
Duplicated windows. Then a nice camera shot into Anthony. That's one of the best camera shots in the game, I think. Just going through those cross-shaped holes.
This devil's work. We should get out of here.
Just great.
You have proven what we have feared the most.
And then this monk walks a little bit out of camera. He stops there, very close to Anthony, but out of camera. And then he disappears. That's what happens out of camera. And right now, Anthony's cursed by a spell that you're not able to do. It's a secret spell that players cannot do. It's the secret spell of Eternal Darkness, only done by whoever sent the scroll to Charlemagne and the Celta Black Guardian. And that's Anthropog Artag, Project Creature. If you try to make that spell, nothing will happen. And guess what? I forgot to say. It's fine. No, it's so far away. Alright. Fair turn. Skip. Goodbye, bishop. Don't worry, the bishop's still alive. That's just a fake one. It's a different object.
So, you
Now
have
we're gonna
come
kill
to
it.
return my
By defeating its arm. Okay. I tried to be smart there, but the zombie outsmarted me. But we're gonna outsmart the trapper. And then outsmart the game, skipping a sanity effect. With a cancel spell. And now we're gonna outsmart a trigger using a save and load and rounding some decimals. Right, up, right, up. I fucked it up. Let's try it again. Right, up, right, neutral. Alright. Really? Jeez. Okay. So my guess is there was something about the stance because I failed the first one, so then I probably didn't recover the correct stance. So we're gonna have to deal this. Yeah, this is the strat of choice. Absolutely. And the main reason, there's two reasons why I choose it for marathon. One is it gives me a free save. It's always good to save for marathon. So that's kind of cool that I get a free save. And the other reason, which is probably more important, is because Vibram storage strat can softlock the game. That's the big reason. If your timing is off on Vibram storage, you get softlock and there's no way out. So it's kind of a dangerous strat. It's not that easy to softlock, but it can happen. Like I don't know if I ever got it in a run, the softlock. But in a marathon it can happen because you're more nervous. And so my timing can be a little bit off on the mash.
Dreams. Modern psychology of
And to be fair, save and load strat, I think it looks kind of cool for marathon because of all the setup. It looks like you're doing some kind of weird summoning. Hopefully I get it on first try on the marathon. The second try might fail. Yeah, another thing. Save and load saves more time on Japanese. Because faster loading times for save files. Nice. At least we got the frame perfect one. Let's go. How you doing, Careless Whimper? Alright, so here... Save. So I always trigger an attack from those two zombies. I go close enough to them so they trigger an attack. That's because that makes them less of a problem later. Alright, make your attack. No crash, let's go. No. So it doesn't save enough time to freak us into that cutscene. It does. But that one is the slower save. Or was it? I don't actually remember which one was faster. Like, I think the freak us strat is lower than save and load, but faster than casual, you know? Like killing the horror. It's definitely faster than killing the horror. And it's definitely slower than Vibram Storage. Because that one is like ahead by a lot. For decent, a fun evening of retro fighting games and drinking with friends. Nice. Which fighting game? Which retro fighting game? I was referring specifically to the cutscene with the trappers coming up the elevator. Oh no, there if you do a free cast, you're gonna lose time. Because doing a free cast with enchant takes way too much time. Yeah, it's not worth it. You rather just don't go for the trick. It's similar to the max thing. You know, the max enchant in the barrier. Although the max enchant in the barrier actually doesn't save any time. Even if you get it without free gas, it doesn't save time on the current road. On the old road, it saves time. Okay, this is a bad enchantment. I just realized. So that's some magic. That's 5 magic. That might hurt. Although my magic's pretty high, so I think I'm gonna be alright. I might be just fine. I'll see. Yo, sir. How you doing? I think there's a way to skip the horror using the urn mix and the slant of the carpeting. I think you talked about that a while ago, didn't you? I kind of remember something like a mix strat. Must be not a true speed runner, since sometimes I'd rather do the swag glitch even if it takes a touch more time. Yeah, I mean that's I feel like there's a lot of runners that like to do that. I think it depends on the risk. Like, for example, I'll do it for the marathon with Invisible Elia. Because that thing doesn't say time, actually. And it can potentially I can potentially lose like 20 seconds because of Invisible Elia. Because of an extra sanity effect, which can be bloodbath, you know? Which is 19 seconds, 19.5. But yeah, I usually leave the hardest, crazy glitches that aren't useful for like exhibitions or individual levels. There's a lot of cool glitches that are like if you want swag crazy glitches, you should play individual level Edward. That is probably the most technical chapter in the game. At least the beginning. The second part isn't that great. Just a lot of running around, but the beginning of Edward is extremely technical. And that's the main reason why I actually did the individual levels. Because I like to show that technicality. Because those glitches aren't really shown any other place in the game. And we don't play Edward on any percent, so... Since I played this game, I started
by the sudden mention.
community to Brazilian streamer. Hasn't been really working, really. That's odd. How you doing, Canal Deluxe? Yeah, I mean, especially in Spoopy month, I feel like a lot of people would be interested in playing this game. Okay, never mind. I see. Yeah, maybe it just doesn't appeal to the kind of audience that they have there. Some countries really have like special audiences that go towards a specific kind of games. I know it's kind of generalizing, especially being such a big country like that, but sometimes it happens. Or maybe it's not about, you know, the players of the country, but actually the streamers of the country, which is just a small set of players. Almost. You got it. You like it a lot though? But which Resident Evil are we talking about? The old ones or the modern ones? Because it's really different styles. Lady, where you at? There you go. The old ones? Okay, like, I get it from Resident Evil 4 and 7. But the very old ones, you know, everything before, basically everything before 4, I really don't know what people see on those games. Like, I really think they're just not great games. They're classics, I respect them. I think they did a lot for the genre, but I just don't think they're that great. And I did have a lot of fun with Resident Evil 1 Remake. Like on the GameCube, for sure. But like, I played Eternal Darkness after that. And I played Silent Hill for the first time last year. And I can say Resident Evil is... the first 3 ones, they're just not that great. They're too clunky. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Like, I like to be scared of the monsters and the ambient instead of being scared of controllers. And it's probably also about soundtrack, because I like great soundtracks on video games, and I think Resident Evil doesn't do a great job on soundtracks, the old ones. Like the first 3 Resident Evil had such forgettable soundtracks. You have like a couple songs that are cool, but that's about it. The rest is like just ambient, and it's not even that great ambient in my opinion. Not like Silent Hill, for instance, that has ambient, but it's amazing ambient. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's why I was talking about the nostalgia factor. And that's why I brought up Silent Hill, because Silent Hill, same epoch, but the game Silent Hill is actually a great game. Like, again, I played last year for the first time, and it was amazing. That same year, last year, I replayed Resident Evil 2, and I couldn't finish because it was way too much. Like, way too bad age mechanics, and it's just kind of boring. Oh, I see. So I really feel like there's some nostalgia goggles, but I don't know. Maybe it's just again, there's a lot of taste too, because again, I just cannot play a game where I don't enjoy or don't have a great time with the soundtrack. Oh, I forgot to do bronze skip. I guess we're not doing it. I'm talking too much, but it's fine. No, not bronze skip this time. It's alright. Actually, I mean, tank controllers aren't great, but I get used to them fairly quickly. Tank controllers is not the biggest thing I care about Resident Evils. It's more about like aiming system, enemies having super inconsistent behavior and HP, And like the my problem with Resident Evil is that the dread, it's based on RNG of killing enemies instead of the enemies actually being scary, plus jump scares, you know? That's my problem with Resident Evil. So it's not that they build scary things, it's that they just throw things in your head and make them hard to kill because of lack of mechanics. I'm talking about the old ones, by the way, always. And that's I think something they repair on the more modern ones, because the mechanics are great on the modern ones. So now they can rely on fear of the mechanics, and they have to rely on fear of the ambient and fear of the creatures, actually, and not just jump scares. And that's great. So Bronski is reliable enough that you doing a marathon? Yeah. The thing is, Bronski doesn't have any kind of... Oh, okay, this is rough. This is rough. This magic. Okay, I want to do this one too. Oh my god. Whatever. It happens. It's alright. The thing about Brown Skip is it doesn't have any kind of risk apart from the time loss. There's no soft lock. And there's no crutch. There's nothing really scary about doing Brown Skip on a marathon. Oh, that's a great no magic message. I love it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Where am I? Alright. I'm gonna get a no magic message. The only thing you lose is 30 seconds of gameplay, which is on my estimate, so it's fine. Well, it's a little bit more if you failed it, like 35, I would say. Yeah, it could be that. Although I feel like, have you tried the same with other streamers from other countries? Because I feel like that could happen to a lot of people. Like, if you go to any stream and you just tell them, hey, this game is great, better than the one you're playing, or not necessarily with those words.
Remember me, Alex.
I think like everyone could be skeptical.
This isn't really happening.
I would probably be skeptical. I think it depends on which words you're using. Well, I live in Chile, so maybe it's because of that. But I don't know. I don't need that. Not yet. Okay. Okay. Thank you for not activating that. Alright, let's do it now, actually. It's kind of a messy Lindsay. Very scuff Lindsay. I have no magic. Oh my god. Okay, I need to pay more attention. I'm just not paying that much attention, to be fair. All threads. I guess I can do a recovery somewhere. Let's get this. Please. Okay. That's close. Oh, because it... Yeah, okay. Never mind. I thought... Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. That was supposed to be a recovery. I could have just finished that, actually. This is the worst lane scene. I was in stream with Dennis weeks ago. That's like a pretty good one. Alright. Time for Edward skip. Just in case. Safety save. Oh. Bye.
Really?
Goodbye, safe house. I don't really have a way to know where I'm gonna get that thing on the marathon. So it's probably just gonna happen somewhere. On the actual run, there is a... I know where it can happen. Because there's specific spots where we have safe house and there are not that many. So I can do a skip. On the marathon, I don't do the skip on every single save. Because no thanks.
In Europe.
Yeah, the thing is,
During
Dennis
the
is
time of
now
the
working on Dead House. So that's probably why he just said maybe, you know. Getting stuck on walls. Alright, so I have some small adjustments on Paul, just safe adjustments for the marathon. And I eventually need to do probably more adjustment to get like a second pole somewhere. Because I don't know, the second part or the last part, I guess the third part of Paul looks just very dangerous right now. For my taste. And it's all about the strat that I use for the Trapper. Because I like to use the damage of the damage field to set up for the perfect distance, where the trick isn't actually that hard.
Not a moment too soon.
But that means I need to take damage. And I guess it's like 10 damage? Or 5? It's either 5 or 10, I guess. It's kind of a lot, considering the low HP of Paul. It's a lot if you don't have a pool. Which we don't right now, at the end. So I'm looking for some adjustments eventually. Do you know if it's true they had to wait until 2022 to use the sanity bar since Nintendo? No, that actually a couple months ago, I keep pausing there. That patent just expired and Nintendo didn't renew it. So you could buy the patent for sanity bars right now if you want. And if you had the money. Or I actually don't know how it works, but nobody bought it. So maybe it's like maybe nobody has this right now and it's like open public, I don't know. I don't know how it works. But I know it expired just a couple months ago, actually. And the thing was that Nintendo didn't renew the patent. And to be fair, I don't think Nintendo can win a case using that thing. Just considering how abstract it is and how there's plenty of games that actually have sanity systems similar to this one and with a stat that is shown on the screen. So I don't think they really care. I think Nintendo care more about shutting down clones, you know, like when Nintendo shut down the Super Mario Bros. What's it called? Battle Royale. That kind of thing. I think Nintendo is interested. Goes to public domain, yeah. It's probably just public domain. Again, there is a lot of things that just cannot be patented, really. Okay. Like you can do it, but it just doesn't work. This is the other way around. Like you probably won't win a case. There's a limit to how many things you can patent. Okay, I took. Alright, so I got 1 extra damage from Anthony. And 1 extra from this one. It's not great. And I'm far away. Come on. Please. Yeah, it seems like a lot of damage. We might get low health on this part. No, actually, with my extra pool, it shouldn't happen. So never mind. It won't happen. So that's the extra pool. Okay, we got bleeding walls. It's good. Last time that zombie actually grabbed me. You should really just move immediately. And here we activate a different zombie from the one that has the rune. But then that zombie activates the other one, and blue zombies die when they start singing. It doesn't matter which one is singing. As soon as they start, they die, so... But they're like considered defeated. I was paying attention to the tired sound because I don't quite know where exactly I have to do the pull there. This is the new strat, so I just react to the sound. And pulls are used for stamina mainly. You have virtually infinite stamina while you have pull at durable.
Brother Andrew suspected Augustine all along.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna take a look at that animation right now, actually, because I need it. It's just a safety measure for the run. Oh, you mean use splits? I use splits. I'm just not using them right now because this is a marathon practice run for tomorrow. I'm not running against my splits. I'm not trying to PV, basically. I cannot PV because I'm saving too much. So it doesn't make sense to use splits. They're gonna be red all the time. I only use splits if I need to go for like war record, so I can see how good I'm doing and if I get a good segment or anything. So this, for instance, this is a safety save for the marathon. That is 4 seconds to trash on a normal run, and I do that multiple times. So just by saving, even if I get a perfect run, I'm probably gonna be behind. That is not a trapper. Okay. What do I do? I forgot the trapper. Let's load. That's why I do saves. Forgot the trapper. There you go. Okay. Now that's the trapper. I need to summon this thing here to get rid of this tutorial. Okay. That barely worked. I'm always scared of that trapper. Still not over.
You are a clever man.
Attack again, please. Okay. Keep attacking. Yeah. One more time. Okay. All right. I kind of save it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Worked out. Very sloppy, but it worked out. Now I might run out of stamina. Like I recovered some stamina during that cutscene, but I don't know how much I recovered. That seems like a lot. Yeah, we're just fine. Okay, good. Just enough. Right. Now I need another save for Roberto. There you go.
Much has been written about the exploits of conquerors.
So there we summon a trapper. And we finish the puzzle during the summoning. And that doesn't allow a cutscene to play. And yeah, it's still just a normal cutscene that you can skip with start, you know? But we can like entirely skip it, you know? Because the thing is, we have cutscenes that we can skip with start, but they still start, you know? You see the beginning of the cutscene, and then the cutscene loads, and there's kind of a fade out and all that, and then you have to load the player again and all that. So it takes some time, even if you quote-unquote skip the cutscene just intendedly. So with this method we completely skip it, so it's like it doesn't even show. Okay, cutscene. Just spotted by the last zombie. That last zombie sometimes doesn't spot you, and if it doesn't, you'll have exactly 50% sanity, which is cool because you get bleeding walls. But that didn't happen this time. But it's fine, because we still have a way to manipulate sanity effects right here, doing recoveries before getting into a new room. And another one right here. Now we have Zombie Hover, aka Ghost Roberto, the floating man. He doesn't fall, and he just flows like a feather and goes through enemies. because he survived that.
This can't be happening! This sadness has recruited.
Gonna waste one shield, then cast another one. Wasting one to adjust magic here, so I can do no magic messages. And then one animation cancel to avoid the knockback of the electricity. Then we're gonna gain some height here on the stairs, because there's an invisible wall that prevents you from going into the abyss. Even if you float, you just can't get quite there. You need a little bit of height. And we're going to snap into bounds again. So more height again. 1, 2, 3 is my cue to go around this wall, because the camera doesn't help. So I need to make my own cue. Okay, that's not great. Okay, one extra animation cancel. That's fine. Just going through zombies. I know there's a trapper that can be very annoying. There you go. Wasn't that annoying? It's fine. Now summoning a creature into a cutscene, into another room that has a cutscene, skips the cutscene, or depending the kind of cutscene that it is, allows you to move inside. In this case, just skips the cutscene with Kareem. And most of the time, pretty much every time, almost every time, the trapper behaves very nicely. On your way back. I haven't seen that trapper being bad many times. I don't want to punch that. And now we're done. Walking on sand, I guess. Going through servants. And the last enemy. Or Roberto. And there you go.
The war to end all wars redefined how mankind...
Alright, Peter. It's time for Peter. Today, kind of hard chapter. The last part of Peter, much easier now, because I don't have to do a zombie clip. That's always kind of amazing. But there's still a lot of crazy shit on Peter. Just lots of strats and tricks that can go into resets. And yeah, it's just scary. Okay, I got the damage. Gotta remember that. Now I know there is a way to avoid that damage. But it doesn't always work. Like, I have a way to do it, but again, just doesn't always work. Yeah, here. It's fine. Okay. Okay, so I have to do a no money message. Get in there. If you avoid the damage, there's a way to skip the sanity damage. You're gonna be over 50%, and you're likely gonna get bleeding walls. I say likely because I'm not 100% sure it's always gonna happen. I feel like it should always happen, but again, I just discovered that thing today, so I legit don't know. Alright, gotta solve the organ. And reveal a door at the same time. So that way I can make the organ cutscene disappear before, or finish early. Okay, bullets. Zombie dead. Playing pretty safe here. Okay, just a couple more zombies. I'm actually gonna cast a bull.
Here, Recon Celadon.
That's just safety strat. Okay. That should do it. Plus this magazine. And now we need to use some save files to adjust memory. And hopefully my next summon will kill the Black Guardian. Otherwise, I need to improvise. There you go. Nice. Alright, 2 more chapters.
Help me! Please help me! I can't get the blood out!
Yep. $60. $80. $46. I wonder if those numbers mean anything. Penny.
Wherever disaster and death lurk, there is like
Michael. Okay, good trapper. There's one more. There it is. Pretty good too. Sometimes decide to be right on the way. No. Now we're gonna move during this cutscene, and I'm gonna wait until a queue. There you go. That makes the glitch safe, so it doesn't get any sublocks. I have no solution. I always punch that ladder. It's one of those ladders that you don't get any benefit from punching it. But I do it anyways, because I forget. This one is another one. Okay, we need to do a bind here so we can make these two horrors fight each other. So we're just gonna do that. We're gonna do it again because we failed that one, I guess. Haha, that's gonna suck. Alright, that's some big damage that I need to think about. The biggest problem is the magic. I just won't have enough for a shield here. Okay. I don't think it's enough. Yeah, okay, whatever. Because otherwise I can link those two spells. Alright. Please. Oh, I think I'm gonna be low. Oh, no, no, actually, not yet. I might be low health somewhere. If I don't get any shields here. Actually, the shields will prevent that. Yeah, we're totally fine. I'm like on probably on 41 HP right now. You know, like 1 HP away from flinching. I'm going slow. But yeah, I finished with 1 shield, so we're fine. Totally fine. Okay, magic looks really good for everything I have to do here. So no magic messages on the doors to avoid sanity effects. And basement ward. Let's go. Saves like 17 seconds, I think, if I remember. So another free cast there, where we stick 2 spells together. We're gonna be doing a lot of those on Enga. One of those tricks that makes Enga more interesting and more intricate too. But just more interesting in general for both a spectator and runner, because you actually have to do some tricks. There wasn't too much to do on the old days on Enga. Now there is a bunch of things to do. So this spell into shield. You wait until the previous spell finishes, and then you can do the other one. Or like, to be fair, like you have to start before the other one finishes, so you will translate the free cast effect. But then you don't want to move until the other one finishes, because otherwise you're gonna cancel the previous one. Like you're still gonna transfer the free cast, but you're gonna cancel the previous one.
Tear, Recon Celadon.
Please no sanity effect. Okay. I think I have bleeding walls actually. Alex was looking at something on the wall. Ideally I want to do a no magic message at the end of the worm room, but sometimes I just don't hit it on the right spot. Because for me it's kind of hard to figure out where exactly the loading zone is. Okay, looking for trappers. There's one. None explode. Gonna have to fight them on number 6. Alright. I'm gonna do a pull here into watching a cinematic. Rats for the last time into a free cast. And hopefully just enough time to get 94 magic sanity at the end of this room, this spire. I think I'm a little bit below 94 actually, maybe, so the warp here might be a little bit slow. Good that it doesn't matter because I forgot my shields. So it's fine. Okay, I'm supposed to do those shields on the previous room in case the warp is fast, and even if it isn't, you saw there the warp triggered before the shields were completed. Okay, remember the free cast on the spire this time, please. Right here in the middle. And then I'll reveal. So you see, I don't move immediately because I want the other spell to finish before I start moving, so I won't cancel it. But I still need to start it before the other one finishes to translate the free cast effect. So now number 6. We'll see how this trapper seems nice. Yeah, that was a very good angle. Got an early explosion. Now let's see a second row of trappers. And now the third one. Oh, that one's so annoying, the last one. We're gonna have it later again on number 7, right at the end. Thank you, stairs. Okay, I'll go risky this time. Haven't done that in a while. So, free shield with some assignments during the pause. Just some assignments for the end. A recovery that is technically optional, but is useful for number 7. Nice light. And an enchant that is useful for Pious, well, and mandatory too, but useful to have it assignment. And we're gonna use it here too, to enchant a shotgun. But not without a save first, because it can go wrong.
Enter by Celadon.
Everything's alright. No crutches. Okay, dropper was nice, actually. I think I'm gonna get hit here. Oh, look at that. Got lucky again. Last save before Pious. And now I gotta skip a bunch of cutscenes. After a loading zone that is actually faster in Japanese. But also some pre-rendered cutscenes that are slower in Japanese. Alright, let's see how good is this Pious. We just got a spell there. No crutches. I used the penny, as I should. Now getting Pious into this position for better manipulation of this artifact. Hopefully. I feel like I'm too close to Pious here. And maybe Elia won't get a fast artifact. Never mind. Got pretty lucky. Can you give me another one? Oh. Well, at least we got the one after Elia. That's something. That's already better than usual. Not a lot of spells. And a relatively good one here. Pretty good one, actually. I'm gonna trigger a freak out on Pious. Another good one. Can I have more of those? Please. Guess not. The spell, thank you. And this might be a good camera. Yeah, this is a good camera. Okay. I can frame perfect match. Okay, I didn't got it. Good. That was a pretty good end, finally. I was getting kind of bad ends.
Oh, you don't want to do that again? That's the ticket.
Okay, it's 35-30, probably. Which is pretty close to the run, to yesterday run. I feel like 35 is a good time for marathon. Considering the amount of mistakes and safety
It is
saves.
finally over, my dear. The Ancients' plans are finished.
Pretty good.
For now, at least. You have proved to be an incredibly courageous young woman. Your mother and father would have been proud of you. Just as I am.
Okay,
I'm
good.
sorry it had to be like this. It's not quite the inheritance I had in mind for you. But there was so little time. And so much to do. Goodbye, Alex.
Now I'm hungry. There's just gonna be one run, just like yesterday. Because I don't want to pressure my hands too much. I need to be alright for tomorrow.
My mistake was made clear.
So,
This ancient could lay the world to ruin just as easily as Pius's would have.
yep. So tune for tomorrow. Not on this channel, but at GDQ's channel. 8 p.m. Eastern time. GDQ's channel for GDQ hotfix. I'll be there running. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.